So here you necessarily don't need to add your garlic, but you can add your curry into the beef. This is optional. You don't have to add beef into your jollof. You add your thyme. All this is just for taste. Then you add your Maggi, maybe 1, 2, or 3, depending on how much you feel you want to add. That's actually the Nigerian Maggi. I bought that in an African store. Then you add your salt for taste. Stir. Put your heat on a low. That way your meat doesn't burn and you don't have to add extra water. Then add your onion. Try to put your heat on low so the meat can produce water on its own. Then stir. Now cut your onion into chunks and put in your blender. Cut your tomatoes, your bell peppers, same way. Make sure you wash them. Then put them in the blender and blend. You can add water for easy blending. Add your garlic. Add your ginger. Add your pepper. Then blend and pour into a pot and put your heat on medium so it can cook. Now add your vegetable oil in a different pot, a wider pot. Add your onion, which is your cut onions. Then add your tomato paste. I got those from H-E-B. You can also get them in Walmart. I think I used about 3 or no 2 of those. Then stir, mix it up with the onion properly. Keep stirring so it doesn't burn, but put your heat on low because if you put it on high, it's gonna burn. So put it on low heat, a medium heat, and keep stirring. At least for like 20 minutes. Then you taste it to make sure it doesn't have a sour taste anymore. Now you add your cooked tomatoes and bell peppers, which probably has cooked and dried. You add it into your tomato paste. Mix it up very well, evenly. Make sure you mix it very, very well. This is also helps it to avoid it from burning from underneath. Now add your spices, your Maggi, your curry, your thyme, your salt. All this is for taste. You don't have to add it all the time. It's up to you how much you want it in your food. Then add your cooked meat. Try to add it without the water first. This way it helps the sauce get into the meat. So when you're eating it, the meat is tasty. Then stir your meat into the sauce very well, evenly, and cook maybe for like 10 or 20 minutes again. Then add your meat water. That's just stock, meat stock, and turn it. Keep mixing it so the water gets inside the whole thing. Now you add your thyme and your curry again. Like I said, it's optional, you don't have to do it. You can just add everything once if that's the way you want it. Be mindful when adding your salt so you don't, because once the salt overpowers the whole food, I don't think you'll be able to eat it. But there's nothing wrong with adding as much of thyme as much as curry you want, because it doesn't really overpower the food. Then add your extra water, not a lot of water, just little, at least a cup of glass water. Then you add your Maggi again. Add your bay leaf if you have bay leaf, but if you don't have it, it's fine, you don't have to put it. Add a salt, because when it's the water is salty, it helps the rice have have a nice salt taste at the end when you're done cooking. Cover it, let it boil, then you add your rice. Make sure your rice is washed properly, because I used the parboiled rice to make my jollof rice. Mix it. Keep mixing until it's well mixed. Then you go ahead and wrap your pot cover with a foil. It helps it cook it properly, because it's the heat that cooks the rice, not the light. Now you open it when the water is dried a little bit. You open it, stir it, taste it to see if the rice is cooked. If it's not cooked, you can add little water again. Make sure be careful when adding water so the rice doesn't turn out soggy at the end. So add little water by little. Then mix it, keep mixing. Then cover it back for the heat to cook the rice. Then open it again, taste the rice. If it's still not yet cooked, you still go ahead and add little water again for it to cook. You close it again after you add the second round of water. Then open it again later on when the water has dried. Now at the beginning, I had initially took some sauce out. You don't necessarily have to do this. You don't have to be me, but I just like to do that. I just go ahead and mix it into my rice. If you don't do this, it's still going to turn out the same way. You don't have to do it. So now I'm going to use my mixed veggies. That's the carrot and green peas. I got it from the store. It's frozen, so I put it into the rice. You can measure yourself. You can put as much as you want or as less as you want. I also add my sweet sweet corn, sorry. I go ahead and mix it. This is because it's already cooked. I just need the heat to melt the eyes. So that's why I'm mixing it that way. When I'm done mixing, I go ahead and close my pot so that the heat can steam into the vegetables. Now your food is ready to eat. Make sure you test it to make sure the rice is soft enough for the way you like it. Some people like their rice strong, some like their rice soft. So now you can eat with a glass of juice, water, or whatever you like. Thank you for watching, and make sure you subscribe to my channel.